So when it comes to hair care for children, as a mum of 2 girls, I feel your pain, but it doesn't have to be pain. Generally, keep it simple. So children between the ages of 0 and 12 months, you don't really need to do much. Make sure that their hair and their scalp is kept clean. So get a shampoo that's formulated for young children or babies that will keep their hair and scalp clean, and then moisturize with water. So simple spray with a little bit of water and spray that every few days, but then lock in that moisture with a little bit of oil. Olive oil is really great, fantastic for children head to toe. So that's, I find, a really good oil for sealing and locking in moisture. Start-wise, under 12 months, you don't really want to do much. If you start styling too early, especially as their hair goes through a lot of changes in the first 12 months, you run the risk of causing damage, hair loss. So it's best to just leave it alone. So free-flowing Afro puffs are fine at this age. Also, definitely, please do not put bonnets on children under the age of 12 months. It is a suffocation hazard. So leave their hair, just keep it simple. Cute Afro puffs on babies, adorable. A little Alice band or bow, that's all you need to do. Now, once they hit about 12 months, and I say this loosely because obviously each child's hair grows at a different rate. So what you actually should be looking at, which will let you know when it's time to start styling, is at the point where their hair starts to tangle a lot. That will tell you that, okay, their hair's gotten to a length where tangles are forming, knots are forming, so we actually need to start putting it into more protective styles to prevent that. And that can be, for one child, 8 months, for another, it can be 18 months. So go by your child and their individual need. Once you get to that point, 2 strand twists are the easiest, simplest thing to do. Easy to install, easy to take out, low tension, low manipulation. So that would be my style recommendation. So once you're thinking about using products, perhaps you're finding that just using water and oil isn't enough. Their hair texture is getting a bit coarser, it's feeling a bit drier, and you think, okay, I need products at this point. Once again, stick with products that are formulated for young children and babies. They also do not need much more than a cleanser / a shampoo, a conditioner that follows the shampoos. Every time you shampoo, you always want to follow up with a conditioner. Then they need a moisturizing product, something that's water-based, preferably spray because that's easier to apply, and then an oil to seal. And you can stick with that olive oil, but you can also start experimenting with other oils if you want at this point. But keep it simple. Don't overload their hair with products. They don't need it. As adults, we tend to use a lot of products to fix damage that we've caused. With a child, it's like a clean slate. So as long as you don't do anything that's going to cause damage, their hair doesn't actually need much in order to thrive. Also, past the age of about, I would say 16 to 18 months, you want to start thinking about styling just because you need to get them used to the process of getting their hair done. And if you've got a toddler or a child, you'll know with attention span, it can be a bit difficult to sort of keep them in place. So once they start, it's about getting them used to that process and it becoming a part of their routine. With my girls, I find that YouTube or Netflix is really useful at this point, and it becomes sort of like bonding time, a treat time. So I find that helps them. And as they get older, their attention span, it will increase and you'll find those styles, it'll get easier to do. So those are my main recommendations for styling for children. But keep it simple, don't stress. For those who have young children who have the bald patch, the fry tuck patch, that's perfectly normal. It's a result of them sleeping on their backs. It will resolve itself, it will grow. Don't feel like you have to use any growth oils or do anything special. Just give it time, it will resolve itself.